Inequality in the Hunger Games. Who hasn't seen the victims? Older people who can't work, children from a family with too many to feed, those injured in the mines, strangling through the streets. In The Hunger Games by Susan Collins, there is major inequality between the districts. Since the first two districts usually win the Hunger Games, they are the richest out of the 12. Just think about it. Why did District 13 rebel in the first place? Because they were not satisfied. But wait a minute. Even after 74 years, not much has changed. People in lower districts are still struggling to find food and support their families. But now is the time for change, the time to make things better, the time for improvement. Look at the people from the capital. They have everything they will ever need and more. It's outrageous how a capital who says to be merciful towards their own districts can just sit there and watch their people struggle while they are bathed in riches. The capital needs to get its head out of the gutter and realize the urgency of the situation before it's too late. The inner districts have everything they need and are trained as young children for the games. On the other hand, the outer districts are neglected. There is no wonder why they hardly ever win the games. They do not have the advantages that the career tributes do. Distributing wealth between the districts more evenly so that everyone gets a fighting chance can easily solve this horrid problem. We must all work together to go from this hell to a bearable state. It is not a privilege that we are asking for, but a right. We deserve to have all the supplies we need to sustain a good life in our districts. We don't need all the luxurious items the capital people have, but we deserve to have doctors readily available and food at the reach of our hands. This is not just for our benefit, but for the capital's as well. It would mean that work would be done faster and more efficiently, since the people would have the fuel to do that arduous work. Imagine living in a world without suffering. A world where we are all equal. Being able to eat an actual meal daily is something some could only dream of, but now we can make it possible. Imagine not having to worry about what or when we are going to feed our children. For the people who work in mines, imagine knowing that even if you get hurt in the job, you will have the assistance you need and will be well taken care of. This is what we deserve. We need to come together as a united people to change the quality of our lives. There are certain steps that are needed for this to happen. First, the capital would have to figure out exactly how much money the districts have altogether. Once they know how much wealth is out there, they would have to divide that between all 12 districts. From there on, our mayors will figure out how to distribute the wealth to our families, especially those who are struggling. For the capital to agree to this, we must come together and protest. With our numbers, there is no way the capital can disagree. Now is the time to open their eyes, to show them change is essential. And together, we can make a difference. Thank you.